Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again, and the topic for today is the topic that you have all been waiting for, because it's something that we always get when it comes to Wuthering Waves, and that is even more misinformation regarding its community by, well, supposedly, its own creators. And this post over here by Ryuku Sensei, it's one of the funniest ones I think I've ever seen, because when you take a look at Ryuku Sensei's, like, history, when you take a look at, like, his stance, blah, 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 a lot of this stuff doesn't really make a lot of sense. Because I think the biggest point over here is taking a look at, well, let's just read the quote first, and then we'll get into the specifics of his argument. Every time I say something positive about NTE, AKE, or Silver Palace, I always get replies from people dogging on them. And it's always from the same community. So basically, Ryuku's trying to make the argument over here that Wuthering Waves is the only game, the most toxic game in the space that's attacking all of these other franchises. And that they're the individuals doing all of it. It's not Hoyo, if anything. I haven't seen them say anything about NTE, AKE, etc. Not yet anyways. So this guy just straight up said there's nobody in the Hoyoverse community shitting on NTE at all. It's all just this one community. But he's not going to name which one, right? And I think this is, like, the best part about this over here, is, like, you look at, like, the quote retweets, you look at this situation, and, well, this dude's getting dragged in fucking Espanol, bro. You got fucking people from across, bro, you got people on the other side of the equator taking a shit on this guy. Basically, this is the end result of his take. It's funny that Ryuku didn't name any community and jump straight to that community to feel identified. They become a full-fledged Genshin Impact. So Ryuku is basically creating this narrative. I'm gonna subtweet the entire Wuthering Waves community. I'm gonna explicitly say it's nobody from Hoyoverse, so that really only leaves Wuwa. And then we're going to go ahead and say, ha! Well, obviously, we had 5 options. We singled out 4 of them. Sorry, let me correct that. We only have 4 options. Genshin, Wuwa, ZZZ, and HSR, and we just crossed out all the Hoyo games, and so obviously, yeah, these Wuwa guys, well, they're only responding because they feel like they're attacked. Guys, that's because that's the only community that's fucking left. You can't just go with the narrative of, look at these losers, they're jumping straight to defend themselves. They're the only community left by this retard's own words. But don't worry, there's this as well, guys. We have a tweet from Ryuku about 5 days ago. An interesting side benefit of great new games like AKE or NTE coming out is that they're exposing the grifters in the space. Not saying everyone who disliked AKE or NTE is a Kuro bot, but it's easy to tell who's genuine and who's a tribalistic shill. And then this is the best part. It's Ryuku afterwards. After this tweet where he literally says it's Wuthering Waves players, and then after here where he singles out every other game community as not being it, he's like, which community am I singling out? Yeah, I've just eliminated every single option other than the Wuwa community, but like, what do you mean I'm singling out the Wuwa community? And this is the type of retardation, ladies and gentlemen, that is currently flooding the space from actual grifting retards like this. Because, guys, what do you see this dude, like, I think this is the best fucking breakdown of it all, bro. Dude, like, is there, like, any... NTE 1.3 looks crazy! NTE 1.3 looks crazy! When literally, what you see over here are people talking about the fact that 1.3's new unit just plagiarized like 4 different game franchises. Camellia. Ooh. Hey, where's the Camellia ult at? Hey, oh, there we go. Ephemeral! We got Ephemeral over there! Hey, what about the cart ult? Hey, here we go. Boom! There we go, too. That's the best shit ever, and then Wuthering Waves 3.6 is just mid. Hey, wait, let's see the rating he gave 3.6. AI Slop Enjoyer Sensei. A fucking 6.5 out of 10. But we'll say NTE is the craziest shit ever when their new units are just ripping from Wuthering Waves. Like, 1-to-1. An avalanche of AI. More like. But this is the other thing, guys. It's just the level of bullshit that you have to be ingesting on a daily basis to even make a statement like this in the fucking first place. Do you want to know why? Because this requires a memory so selective, you would have to make comparisons to fucking Hassan to be this stupid in the statements that you're making. Because I've got a trip down memory lane to show all y'all. Y'all remember this? I was a little bit chunkier back then. Damn, I lost some weight. Damn, a little bit chunkier back then. Shit. Whenever there's a gotcha discourse, but NTE walks in. Woo-wah. Oh, sorry, that one's a little bit blurred. Here's the original. He has me. How is this one of the most viral posts in NTE history? And it's about how the 4 of these games are teaming up to go shit on NTE because of its AI debacle. Y'all remember that one? Y'all remember that? That was kind of funny, wasn't it? Yeah, that was kind of badass, wasn't it? That was because of this. Yeah, the whole NTE AI situation. That was because of that. Yeah, everyone teamed up together. Chain burst. SBAs. And they fucked this game up. That's what happened in the past. And this just shows how fragmented. This just shows how fragmented NTE hate is. I utilize a Hoyoshil's tweet for the basis of a video, and now they're freaking out because I'm the one that did it. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And that is just the dynamic that you see playing out when it comes to NTE hate. I am literally getting Hoyoshills to celebrate my content because it's telling the truth about NTE. Doesn't this goofy ass statement, isn't it just more goofy now? Because how can you just openly say something like this when you've seen the amount of actual legitimate dogpiling that's been occurring for this game? Because guys, it's not just happening domestically. Ryuku got proven wrong overseas. Yes, I've got this post over here from John Simone. This one's going viral. The NTE 1.3 story was so bad. This is the one that they delayed, by the way. They delayed it a whole patch to make it better, and apparently it's so bad it's getting ridiculed by, like, CN streamers. The NTE 1.3 story was so bad that it has become a meme in CN. They tried to create an emotional scene, but it was so awkward and bad that everyone couldn't stop laughing at it. Bro, this guy is really skinny. Sorry, I just wanted to say that. He looks like malnourished. Sorry, can we just... Why is the main character... Why is their hand floating on the bed? Why do I see the shadow of their entire hand on the... Sorry, I just couldn't... I was just looking at his floating ass hand. I was like, wait, he's like floating on the bed. Sorry, that just looks weird, right? Like, I see the shadow of the entire hand on the bed. He's like force levitating. Sorry, dude, they delayed this by 40 days. Remember, this is the thing Ryuku saying is the best shit ever. The Muwa is a 6.5 out of 10. This is the level of quality that Ryuku's like bending over to do the sloppy toppy for, and then Muwa is a 6.5 at. Maybe this is funnier if I understand it. But like, maybe I'll just focus on his face. Stop saying 对不起.
搞什么啊，臭小鬼们！该说对不起的是我吧？我们的招财宝才醒过来，一群人哭成这样，算怎么回事？对不起，鉴定师，醒过来真是太好了！对不起，
我才是该说对不起，怎么改了画面？我为什么会这个样子？对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，
对不起，
对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，对不起，
是我迄今为止在伊布恩听到过最
对不起，
那些为了家人小心翼翼端出的真心，曾让彼此难受的瞬间，都融化在这一刻。对不起，
对不起。
对不起，对不起。
That transcends language barriers, bro. 对不起。
对不起的后半句。
对不起。
对不起。我爱你。伊布恩的大家将一直在一起。
Okay. All right. So, I see why they're making fun of it now. That was. Sorry. The main point that I was trying to make over here was that this is the hate is cross-continental. That's what I'm trying to drive. Because essentially, right, beyond the review saying it's bad, it's as bad as the R&R request, all of that stuff, I don't understand what you guys are laughing at. This part is clearly so touching. Temuji. Anyways. They're comparing it to Smack.
Tired of me always saying target audience.
Bro, that's what they're comparing it to. No, bro, they're comparing it to this guy. He's about to shoot no whoop. Bro, that's crazy. Bro, I didn't know somebody's mouth could open that big, bro. He's traded that talent for a while. Anyways, there's a reason why I'd link that video in particular. It's because this guy is actually a big Hoyo CC. Tabuji originates from a Hoyo CC. That is the point. And so where does this even come from? How do you even make this take when it's literally every single gacha game is just ganging up to beat up NTE because, bro, this game is just shit. I'm sorry. They worked on this for 42 additional days and they made Dabuji. Bro, this is the thing. I got to apologize to this game because this shit is so bad. I don't think it was made by AI. I think their writers are just paycheck stealing bums. Bro, what the fuck even was this? Even AI wouldn't write shit like this. And bro, I think AI would realize that the main character is using forced levitation in the cutscene. AI probably would have fixed that. I would hope. But that's just how it is. That's just how this game is perceived. Because there's always a clip. There's always a segment, a sequence, a 30-second, 1-minute cutscene that people take from this game, and it makes the game look like a scam. Bro, he's T-posing in the cutscene. Bro, she's T-posing and he's T-posing. Bro, they're both T-posing. Dude, what is this game? And that's why people make fun of this game. Because it looks like a cash grab. And when a game looks this poor quality, bad writing, bad cutscenes, bad stuff, default rigging, literally no animations, and then you know that this was delayed 42 days and it still looks like this shit. Bro, this looks like one guy, posing models in, Blender, and then, bro, that's, what it seems like. There's one guy working on these. And then you have these grifting rat fucks just telling you this is, the best, highest quality game ever that just looks so amazing. He was right here, though. An interesting side benefit of great new games, really dog shit, shitty games like AKE and NTE coming out, is that they're exposing the grifters. Yes, because how the fuck are you shilling this? How the fuck are you saying this is good? What is good in here? What is there to be, what is there to even glaze? And this is what I don't understand. Maybe this is what people thought about Woo-Wah back in 2024, so that's why Mr. Pokey got mad at me. Is this, what you guys thought Woo-Wah was? Like, you Hoyo shills. Like, is this what you thought Woo-Wah was? Because then the Woo-Wah hate makes sense. Right? You see all these people glazing Woo-Wah, and then the actual quality of the game is this? Oh, I get the hate. But obviously that wasn't the case. Woo-Wah was actually a good game that deserved the glaze back then. This game doesn't deserve shit. Bro, this actually looks like some shit from 2019. This shit is buns. This shit is straight up buns, bro. My God, this guy's a fucking fan too. Bro, he got a skin. Oh no, this guy spends money on the game as well, and he was fucking laughing at that shit. Even its own players don't respect this game. Because what in here is deserving of respect? There's absolutely nothing. How do you work on the game for a month? How do you work on the story for a month and it looks like that? But hey, let's get the co-star back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the co-star back. The NTE brand ambassador. Let's get him back and get some more public words after we've seen this amazing display. Let's get that quote again. Because this quote just, it just looks better and better, right?
It's important you support these games because that's how you tell future developers we don't want 50-50s in our games. But them on top of NTE doing this, not only is it going to put pressure on future gacha games, it's going to put pressure on pre-existing gacha games too.
Who feeling pressure from this shit? Who feeling pressure from this dog shit game, bro? Where is the pressure? Where is the pressure? Bro, this is like you lining up for a track race, right? Right? Lining up. Fucking gun's about to go off, and you look over and the other guy has no legs. Yes, you're going to win. Yes, you're going to win the race, bro. What pressure? Dude, nobody's feeling any pressure from this. They're literally watching a car crash in slow motion. As paid off CCs just say, well, you need to support the game. Oh, forget everything else fucking in it. Forget that there's even a game. There's no 50-50, so like you should just play it. But remember, it's a do as I say, not as I do sort of situation because bro is not going to stream the fucking game unless he's paid to. Bro is not going to touch the game again unless he is paid to. That's why he's had no streams on it. At all. Bro, he hasn't had a stream on it in a month because they're not paying him to play it. He hasn't streamed the game in a month, bro. He only did the live stream that he took down, then put back up for some reason. Weird. Anyways, always got to make some room for this guy because he's the one person in the space that's just telling you to play bad games. Non-sarcastically. When he won't himself. And so, yes, it is exposing the biggest grifters in the space. Thank you, Ryuku, for that point. Anyways, that's the wrap up for this one. Just wanted to show you guys the level of dialogue, the type of narrative that certain content creators are trying to push. And I think the biggest and most obvious reason for this is that Ryuku's butthurt about echoes. He's super fucking mad about them, that he's made like multiple videos about like how dog shit his roles are. And so I think that alone is like driving him to basically just like shill NTE because he's butthurt about echoes. I don't really know why else he would be doing this because, like, I don't know, like, how disillusioned do you have to be like, grifting this game to such a high degree when it looks like this? I don't think anyone knows the answer to that one. There's another situation over here that I didn't even talk about, right, when it comes to the whole Aranara part of the story. There's just openly comments like this where people are just saying shit like, if I had known earlier, I would have skipped the story. I even believe the devs team's claim that version 1.3 was carefully reworked and carefully crafted, and the big one is really coming. It turns out not all production teams are part of the Wuthering Waves project. Yeah. That's the new expectation set in the gacha space, is that you're going to work at least half as hard as Kuro games, and none of the games are meeting the mark. And so they're all dying as a result. Congratulations. There you go. Now you got even CN. Hey, Ryuki, let's make a post about CN now, brother. I guess CN just, I guess you got beef with CN too now, I guess. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.